Hi, and welcome back to our educational series with New Century Planning Associates. I'm here with Louis and Bob. Guys, we have a great topic today, and I guess I could put this in the whole world of legacy planning slash estate planning, and that's inherited IRAs, Bob. Some complication here, spouse versus non-spouse. Let's start there.
Yeah, also known as beneficiary IRAs. An inherited IRA can be complicated. If the money is being left to a spouse, it's very simple. That person can 403B, 401k, whatever, make that money their own in their own IRA, pretty smooth. Follow their own time frames with required distributions. A non-spouse, not so simple. We would urge people when there's been a death, don't be in a big rush to roll over retirement accounts. This should be done carefully. It has some implications. Non-spouse implications. All inherited IRAs, 403Bs, 401Ks, all of those tax-deferred accounts will have required minimum distributions for the person who inherits it right away. But if it's a inherited Roth IRA, they have RMDs, but they're not taxable. They have distributions required, they're just not taxable. So all inherited money requires money being taken out right away.
So this is complicated. This is not an easy piece here. And so I tell people at home, try to absorb that for a moment, okay? Clearly, at the end of the day, your best bet is to see an advisor to talk about this because there's a lot of things that have changed with the legislation piece, right?
It is such a complicated area that an ordinary layperson really can make a lot of mistakes. Penalties are stiff. So please see an advisor, a trained advisor, an experienced advisor to help you with the inherited IRAs.
Yeah, and when I talk about the legislation, the stretch IRA is just gone. It's gone now. Where you had your lifetime to take it, Bob, you don't anymore. You have a limited window to take it, and that could mess up things tax-wise.
Right, so let's look at that. So this concept of a stretch IRA, if say a child in his or her 50s or 60s inherited money from parents or a niece or nephew, they had all the rest of their life to take those distributions, and they could stretch it out. The new legislation says you have to take it out over 10 years now. So if it's a lot of money, and the person who's receiving the money is in a high bracket themselves, making a good living, this can be painfully high taxes. So yeah, it's a little bit painful. If you don't do it correctly, you could expose all of the money to taxes. There's a process where you make the inherited IRA or beneficiary IRA deferred. You want to defer all the money and just take out what you have to take out over the 10 years.
So you can take 1/10 every year, and if it's not a whole lot of money, then the tax hit may not be as bad.
Bob? And Bob, anything to add to that?
Yeah, the other thing to do is if it's, a lot of times when it's a relatively small amount of money, instead of being annoyed with this 10-year situation, taking out money, we say to people, you know what, your dad or your mom left you $83,000. No, she didn't. She left you $250,000. In other words, we use that $83,000 to pay taxes on their own Roth conversions. They can move, you know, it depends on the tax brackets, $200,000-300,000 over to the forever tax-free bucket of the Roth world and use the inherited money. Yes, it's taxable, but it magnifies the inheritance. He didn't leave you $26,000. She didn't leave you $83,000. They left you multiples of that. So it's a leverage play. For smaller amounts, it's a wonderful plan because your parents or your loved ones, your aunt or uncle, left you multiples. If we use it to pay the Roth taxes.
So what if I don't need the money? I've received this, I have 10 years to use it. Is there a solution that says, okay, I can, and I'm trying to paraphrase what you said earlier that, you know, we don't have to take it in a set amount, lump sum, trying to get the lowest, but I don't need the money. Is there something that I can potentially put that into that maybe defers taxes or helps out, or I'm just kind of stuck. This is it. You got 10 years, right? That's it.
The loss of the stretch is that this has to be taken out in 10 years. What you can do is, again, leverage it, use it for your own Roth conversions, maybe use that money to pay for your own long-term care plans, college planning. There's a lot of uses for it, but it is all going to be taxable.
Bob, Louis, thanks so much. What a great topic today. And if you want more information about anything we spoke about, hey, give us a call in the office so we can help you out. New Century Planning Associates. Let us help you retire well.